You've been poo-pooing Steph Curry forever. I've been hearing this forever. The disrespect. But here's Steph Curry, 37 in a week. It was not that long ago that Steph Curry, who had 28 last night, games all close to tied, 6.5 to go, come back off the bench. They go on 11-0 run, the Warriors put it away in New York. But it wasn't that long ago. He was in the finals against Boston, and I was being told, make that lecture, that he had to win finals MVP to finally justify his greatness. Dude has 32 assists in the last 3 games, 12-1 at the Garden. They finally got him a legitimate star, and every time he's had one, Clay in his prime or KD, he wins titles. His legacy's amazing. Titles before KD. 2 titles with KD. Title after KD with an older Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins. And right now, since Jimmy Butler arrived, who leads the NBA in plus-minus? Steph Curry. But he's had doubters, the SMH crowd, the Shake My Head crowd. Y'all fall in love with your IG reels and your YouTube highlights and your hops and your handles. I like IQ and EQ and maturity and great off the ball and great with the ball. And he's strangely nuanced, that he's flashy yet nuanced and can be like almost on the edge of out of control, but always dependable in the clutch. He is a culture builder. Y'all loved James Harden for years. All I heard about is James Harden. James Harden was in the same draft as Steph Curry. How relevant is James Harden today? Oh, John Wall. Oh, he's a bullet. He was the first draft after Steph Curry. He's out of the league. How about Derrick Rose? Good God, it was just a volcano of Derrick Rose love for a decade. He was a draft before Steph Curry. Where's he? Oh, he's out of the league too. No disrespect. I mean, Harden can play. Derrick Rose, John Wall, they got game. I mean, there were 2 point guards drafted before Curry in the draft, Johnny Flynn and Ricky Rubio. One couldn't shoot, one could barely play. It's been disrespect from draft night on. It's incredible, the disrespect. He had to be a finals MVP, right? To justify he's in, all-time great stuff. All-time great stuff. I mean, there's an argument, and I don't think it's wrong in today's basketball world. He's the point guard starting on the best starting 5 of all time. There's only one argument. It's Magic. It's Magic or Curry. Best 2 guys with the ball ever in their hands, point guard.
And the answer is definitely Steph Curry. Sorry. Yeah, man. Steph Curry is always understated and disrespected. Even when people like Nick and whoever always come out there and say LeBron James is the most disrespected superstar of all time, or Mahomes is, and this or that, and it's like not even putting Steph Curry in that conversation and all the doubt that they want to bring him. And again, it's so funny to me that for Steph Curry, right, they always want to be like, well, what about Kevin Durant and this and that? And it's just like, we can do that with like every championship. Like literally every championship. Obviously LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Kyrie, etc., etc. Michael Jordan. I mean, we know all the stars and Hall of Famers that Michael Jordan played with. Just looking at those other greats. Magic Johnson, there's no Magic without Kareem. All right? They're not winning all those titles. So let's be serious here. It's also a lot easier to rack up some assists too, I may add. But Steph Curry has always been downplayed, his greatness. And it's really absurd, especially because like the actual players themselves don't. Like they actually highly, highly, highly respect Curry. Highly. From LeBron, from KD, from anyone. Like no one that ever really downplays Steph's greatness. And we have a lot of players downplaying the greatness of other players. And they don't do it for Steph. And that speaks volumes. I literally just did a clip yesterday where Nick was, going on about how the Lakers are true contenders. And he keeps going on and on and on. And he says, no, the Warriors are not. They're ceiling. They have a hard ceiling in round 2 or something. And I'm like, you're just making this up, man. Like, it's not even actually based off of, like, legit, insight or reality. It's just based off of fundamental doubt on like a Steph Curry, especially, you know? And again, if you have an opinion like that they're not true contenders, then you better bring like an actual hard reality as to why that is. Why are they not good enough? Especially when they're having the success that they're having. You're not going to tell me that this team who's 9-1 since they've had Jimmy Butler, and Steph's been playing great, Jimmy Butler's been playing great. I mean, like the team has been firing at all cylinders, and they're hardly exactly where they want to be and playing how they want, and yet they're still winning games. And you're saying now that this team that has an insane amount of experience, especially playoff experience, championship experience, finals experience, that they're not going to be legitimate contenders and a brutal team to play against in the playoffs? Come on. So I 100% agree with Colin. Listen, do I wish that the Warriors had another piece or so? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. And, how will they hold up physically in the playoffs? Because we know the physicality will increase. Yeah, that's a question mark. But I have the same question mark about LeBron. Everyone's so dead set on LeBron just going to be able to be dominant in the playoffs, even though he hasn't been able to in years now, because he lacks the physicality. I keep referencing this because it's the best reference point we have, is the Olympics. It would have been absolutely positively devastating to LeBron's legacy, as well as Steph's and KD's, to lose to Jokic, to lose to France. They need, all three of them, since they all said hey, we're going to play, they needed that win. And especially LeBron, since LeBron is heavily scrutinized. And he looked old. He had his moments, he had his flashes, but there's moments when you're watching him and you're like, oh, this is not the LeBron that I know. This is not the LeBron that I know. And so why would we not see that to continue forward in a 7-game series now? Multiple playoff 7-game series. They're going to get worn down, without a doubt. So a bunch of these older teams, older led superstar, Steph, LeBron, etc., it's really going to come down to who has the energy, who has the health in the playoffs. So how far can Steph lead Golden State to the championship, to a title? I mean, to even ask that question at this point is kind of absurd to me. Now, will they win? Do they deserve to be the number 1 contenders? Probably not. But, it's kind of crazy how basketball takes these days really are just, can the Lakers win the title? Can the Warriors win the title? Who is the face of the NBA? And that's it. That's all we keep talking about. And it's just day after day after day. It's just man, I don't even know. Those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry being constantly disrespected? And how far do you think Steph can lead the Golden State Warriors? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.